What is going on, y'all? It's Coffee tapping back in, man, and we got some news topics to get to. Hit them buttons, let's get it, man. But this seems to be some pretty big news to me, or is it not really news the way it used to be? We're talking about Conor McGregor apparently getting back active into the whole world of fighting, mixed martial arts. As from my understanding, he's been retired or semi-retired for a couple years, hasn't actively fought, and I guess he's gonna announce who his opponent will be come New Year's Day. Now, for all the individuals out there who really follow MMA, boxing, combat sports, and whatnot, is McGregor, like, what do you guys think? Is this gonna be a serious fight where he's like, is it going to be for UFC? Is he going to be doing one of these gimmicky, if that's the correct way to reference some of these other fights have you gone down? I mean, those are normally boxing though, right? If I'm not tripping, like a lot of the cards and stuff that Jake Paul was on, where they'll have semi-retired fighters or fighter, like old MMA fighters boxing and stuff like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, where it's like not really the most active, like peak in their prime fighters fighting competitively trying to, you know, maneuver through the rankings and prove that they're the best fighter in the world? Or are some of those cards mixed, where you'll have some real serious fights and then some of them are more gimmicky with celebrities or big names or things of that nature? I don't know. Y'all know what I'm getting at? Like, is Conor McGregor gonna get back into fighting, trying to regain the title, or is he way past his prime and ain't no way in hell that's about to happen? Or what do y'all think? Because if I recall correctly, his career was more on a downslide, right? Well, didn't he lose his last couple fights? Let me know, and let me know if you're excited for this, or again, if this is not really big news the way it used to be. Tap in, let's talk. Man, so this clip going viral of Charleston White, a lot going on with Charleston White as of late. I don't even know who this is. Shamar, that's the way this is hitting the blogosphere. Like, Charleston White wasn't going for it. He got set up with Shamar, as you hear him talking about. You said there was going to be 20 females and you got me in here with a punk. This contract is null and void, or contract's no good. I'm up out of here, this, that, and the third. Like, I don't even know who Shamar is. Is that like a Saucy Santana wannabe, or is like, I don't know. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? It'd be wild in the blogosphere a lot of times. Like, some cats, you'll see them getting posted or something, and they'll be referenced to like they got some stock behind their name. I don't know who this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I might not just be up on certain individuals, but sometimes I'm like, yo, why? Like, who the fuck is this? Like, individuals are referencing them like they're somebody. But maybe this Shamar dude is someone. I don't know. I'm just looking at him like he's a wannabe Saucy Santana. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know. But it's so crazy with Charleston White. Like, I wanted to get everyone's thoughts on this, man. As we know, he's been doing something different in the blogosphere from the moment he really first touched down, you know, and he relies heavily on controversy, trolling, talking ish, going against the grain, going against a lot of rappers. And, you know, a lot of his very heavy followers, you know, are like, yo, Charleston White is pushing a real line. He's talking about some real ish. He's pointing a lot of the flunkery and the ignorance going on. And, you know, like he's got a message, right? But then I saw recently, I did a video a little while back about this ish going on with Talib Kweli, calling him out and calling for Charleston White to be muted as one of the very offensive things that Charleston White has spoke about before. And, you know, this is the same line he was pushing in this clip Talib Kweli was sharing, was where Charleston White was talking about violating women and things of that nature. You know, like a while back, there was some footage of him like that, talking some ish of that nature. And then the stuff I'm talking about with Kweli was more recent. He was talking about he does it to his own wife, and that's how he gets down. And a lot of cats were like, yo, you don't understand Charleston White, this character he's playing, Rat Williams, this, that, and the third. He's pointing out how rappers 1 minute will be on some, you know, woke-ish or trying to move the meter in a positive way, and then the next video will be talking about hoes and stuff like that. But I can't say I've ever heard of a rapper just openly talking about violating women. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I always talk about when it comes to the blogosphere, different worlds intersecting and overlapping, where you got the streets, you got gang culture, you got the prison culture, you got all kinds of different content and stuff like that. But then you got cats that are acting or playing a character and whatnot, you know. And like with Charleston White, he says he's playing a character, but then sometimes it seems he's not. And then you got to really question what's real or not. Like, is this whole get down here with this video where he's talking about, oh, y'all try to set me up with a punk? Like, is this really a collab, you know, or what? I don't know. I can't call it. But one thing I really want to know more about and get everyone's opinion, as always, that's what it's all about over here. Tapping in with y'all, the people in here, and everyone's thoughts, taking opinion on every topic we touch on. As I always share, you know, I'm no expert. I'm just a motherfucker talking into a device, trying to tap in with others out there in the blogosphere and chop it up and conversate and have that coffee talk. You feel me? With this recent situation where we see Charleston White caught a case and he's out on bail, and the whole barbershop incident, and there's more different pieces of footage emerging and stuff like that. And I still, for the life of me, can't understand how or why he was sleeping in a barber chair. That just has me befuddled and flabbergasted to the nth degree. And I saw the barber who owns the shop coming out speaking out about how he leaked some footage, and you know, he feels some kind of way about Charleston White, you know, lying and stuff like that. And that's another wild thing. You know, when that whole image happened, or incident happened, we saw Charleston White, a viral clip of him going to the hospital, talking to someone on the phone, talking about such and such pistol whipped him, right? But then he started saying, no, it didn't really happen like that. And it was kind of, it didn't happen. Whatever I tell y'all is what happened. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of was shades of the incident where he allegedly, reportedly shot himself in the leg in a strip club. And then he came out and said, no, I'm good, you know? And it's like, it's just crazy. I mean, Charleston White definitely has a point where the truth in this blogosphere era, at least, the truth is whatever the general consensus of what people believe and push the narrative of and whatnot, and you know, the way the content creators and the way the audience and everyone watching reacts, and like that's really what the truth is, you know what I'm saying? But IRL, in real life, the truth is the truth. But in a sense, there could be a spin on that where before this whole blogosphere internet era, the truth can be misconstrued and lies can get pushed into the realm of the truth. It's all just so tricky. And I don't know, I mean, whether or not you rock with Charleston White or not, or you think he has a good message or you don't, one thing for sure, two things for certain, right, is he knows how to get them clicks and views, and he knows how to be controversial and work the internet, you feel me? As we saw him go on to, we come to find out with the footage, which old boy who stalled off on him when he was sleeping was like, that was some sucker-ish to miss, right? But it was just wild to to learn that Charleston White originally said oh boy hit him with the pistol, but then that he really didn't, and it was really a punch, and he tried to turn that into a whole pistol thing. It's just so tricky and hard to follow, man. But with all that being said, I want to know everyone's thoughts across the board on Charleston White, this whole Saucy Santana wannabe situation, this case that he's facing, and just, everything going on when it comes to Charleston White. Do y'all think he's playing a dangerous game, right? Because he's going around getting booked, getting interviews and stuff like that and getting a bag, right? But it seems, because you got to cash in and get that money when you can, you feel me? But it seems like his channels always end up getting deleted. So, it's not very monetary friendly as far as ad revenue and stuff like that. But, he can go get booked and things like that to get a payday. But then we saw stuff that went down with the whole stand-up community, what am I talking about? Stand-up comedy situation where he was doing his one-man show or whatever, and he got in some kind of altercation with that, where that came to an end, So it's like, do y'all think at the end of the day he's playing a dangerous game where, is it really worth it? What he's doing, is he gonna get himself hurt? Is he gonna get himself canceled? Is individuals gonna keep working with them, or is it gonna come to a point in time where Charleston White's momentum comes and goes? You feel me? Like, I just want to get everyone's thoughts, take, and opinion. Like, he definitely seems to have a devoted following, but I don't know, man. I personally feel like he might be playing a dangerous game, like this barbershop situation. And then the fact that he caught this case, could he get hit with time for that? It just, really once again showed us where we look at all these different worlds overlapping and intersecting via the blogosphere. We saw a dose of reality and how tricky things can get. And I don't know, man, will Charleston White stand the test of time and continue to thrive in the blogosphere, or will, one way or another, his day come and go? Comment, let me know. And then last up to close it on out, man, Obie Trice is going off, apparently calling out some kind of scammers, man. There's so many damn scammers out here in the blogosphere, just like we talk about, individuals trying to cash in and get that bag and whatnot, like Charleston White. You got scammers who time and time again find their way to cash in and rip people off, just like before the internet and the blogosphere. There's always been some scamming motherfuckers out there. But when it comes to the hip-hop world, we already saw the tag artist scam and a lot of that BS with the fake mixtapes and stuff like that. Artists like The Game were involved in, selling their soul for a little bag and letting motherfuckers use their social media to basically rob, rappers trying to find a way to bust in the game and, get some momentum behind their name. But he said, I don't stand behind no Anno Domino. I don't know if I'm saying this right or not, y'all. You guys let me know. Or whatever the fuck they name is. That ish over 20 years old and was sold illegally. And then he put this caption up and said, that verse is downloaded by everyone. All you have the same verse. It's not exclusive to any one individual, sold illegally. Don't ask me for a video, a shout, ish. I don't fuck with that verse. It's unfinished, never was intended for release, basically garbage. These lames will try to capitalize off anything, basically culture vultures. It should have been sold by a moron who will pay. If you want a verse, do it the right way. Stop dealing with these lames, with these whack ass packages. Happy New Year to all. Obie Trice, D12, Canada 2024. Shout out Canada, y'all. And Obie Trice, man, dope MC. I wish his career would have went further, man. It's a damn shame. Like, definitely put out some solid music, you know, to the masses under the Shady Aftermath Interscope umbrella, but I guess him and Jimmy Iovine wasn't seeing eye to eye. But him and Eminem even worked after Shady records. Eminem produced on his projects and stuff like that. But apparently this Ammo Domino or whatever is selling these packs of beats and stuff like that, and I guess verses out to artists, and that's what it sounds like to me. Is like Obie Trice somehow, some old verse that wasn't even finished or intended to be put out there ended up in some package that's being sold to artists, and I don't know, he ain't feeling it. He's saying it's whack and corny, and that's what I'm saying was going on with like the whole tag of artist thing. You know, the rapper The Game would let you know, get a bag from some social media scammer who would then go and, you know, contact all these artists and make them think that they were getting on this exclusive mixtape with The Game, when really it would be a mixtape with The Game on it, right? But it would just be a bunch of unknown artists, and then released, and it wouldn't even be released under The Game's official accounts. It would be like just more or less some imposter-ish, and these artists would be paying like $500 to $1,000 for it, you know. And I don't know, apparently Obie Trice verse ended up in some package, and I don't know, man, like all these artists out there looking for shortcuts and whatnot, it ain't gonna work, you know. Just try to get motion one way or another, organically or collabing, or just from some good old-fashioned hard work. But I don't know, comment y'all and let me know if you know about this Ammo Domino or whatever. I don't know, I looked them up, but apparently, you know, there's other people talking about how it's all a scam, but, you know, and they go by different names, a lot of these companies and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if individuals would stop falling for the scam and throwing money out there, there wouldn't be no scam to be had. But, you know, that's just really not the way things work, you know what I'm saying? So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts about all these stories. Subscribe, let's talk in them comments. God bless y'all. And you know, those that really rock with coffee, again, keep watching them community posts to stay tapped in. Things is a bit tricky right now, but I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm going, y'all. Peace.